Good morning, students. So, myself, Inba Rajasekaran, from Vivekananda Metric Higher Secondary School, principal as well as biology teacher. So, already last classes, we had to discuss asexual reproduction. Now, we are going to discuss about that sexual reproduction in organism. First of all, already once again, I will remind what is mean by reproduction. Reproduction, it is one of the biological process in which the ability of a living organism to produce new individual of its own kind. Ability of an living organism to produce new individual of its own kind. It is very important process because the reproduction is a continuation of the process. Whenever from birth to till death, from birth to till death, from lower organism to higher organism, all organisms are taking place in the reproduction process, right? So, first we are distinguish between this asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction only one parents are involved. Only one parent are involved, and sexual reproduction is two parents are involved and gametes formations are taking place. Sexual reproduction gametes formations are taking place. Gametes formation. What is the gametes formation? The male sex organ to produce the male gametes. Female sex organ produce the female gametes. That process is known as gametogenesis. Gametogenesis. It's a 2 marks will be asking that questions. What is mean by gametogenesis? The genesis is nothing but formation. Genesis is nothing but formation. Gametogenesis is nothing but a formation of the gametes. That particular gametogenesis, which is divided into two. One is spermatogenesis. One is spermatogenesis. Another one is oogenesis. Spermatogenesis and oogenesis. What does mean by spermatogenesis? Already 11th standard you have to study it. Spermatogenesis. The spermatogenesis is nothing but formation of sperm. The sperm is the male gamete. Sperm is the male gamete. Genesis already told formation. Genesis is already told that formation. The formation of the sperm from the male sex organ, that is known as spermatogenesis. Oogenesis, formation of ova. Formation of ova. The ova is nothing but it is the female gamete. It is the female gamete. So it is a miracle. If you are taking that, all the living organism from lower to higher, it's the reproduction is taking place. Already you know that one miracle, one day one organism's survival. If you are taking this mayfly, in Tamil easel sollu mayfly, it is survival a single day only. It is survival or it is living in single day. If you are taking this tortoise, in tortoise 300 years, the tortoise are survival in 300 years are taking place. If you are taking this in plants, if you are taking this banyan tree, it is thousands of years are living. So that's why all the organisms to survival in particular places or living races, that reproduction abilities or the reproduction capacities is needed. So that's why that sexual reproduction, that it will be two parents are involved and the two gametes or formations are taking place. After that formation of the gametes, what will be occurs? What will be occurs? That formation of gametes, it will be fusion together. It will be fusion together. If that male and female gamete are fusion together to formation of zygote. It's a formation of zygote. The fusion of male and female gamete to form a zygote. That process is known as fertilization. That process is known as fertilization. The new term in 12th standard, syngamy. Syngamy. Syngamy, it's a new term in 12th standard, fertilization. What does mean by the fertilization? It's a 2-mark question. What does mean by fertilization? It's a simpler, know that a fusion of male and female gamete to form a zygote. What is the zygote? இது எப்படி நடக்குது? zygoteங்கிறது என்னது? It's a simple nothing but the male gamete and the female gamete. It's a fusion together to form a zygote. It's a haploid cell. It is a haploid cell. Haploid is nothing but single cell. Haploid is nothing but single cell. Ova, it is also a single cell. It is a haploid cell, or otherwise known as N. It is a mention about that N. The zygote is a 2N. Generally, you know, how many chromosomes in our body, you know? How many chromosomes? Our body, human body, consists of 23 pairs of the chromosomes. You know, 23 pairs of the chromosomes. That means 46 chromosomes. The chromosomes, it will be transferring of the character from one generation to another generation. For example, நம்ம சாதாரணமா வந்து சொல்றோம், நீ அப்பா மாதிரியே இருக்க, அம்மா மாதிரியே இருக்கிற. ஒரு குழந்தை பிறந்த உடனே சொல்றாங்க, அப்படிதானே? ஒரு குழந்தை பிறந்த உடனே அவன் பாரு அவங்க தாத்தா மாதிரியே இருக்கான் பாரு. How? That is the characters are transformed from one generation to another generation with the help of these that particular chromosomes. With the help of this particular chromosomes. If you are take that, that is the male gamete. This is the female gamete. The fusion together to form a zygote. The zygote is a diploid because the 2N. The 2N is nothing but the parent's character. It's a male character. It is a female characters are mingled together. It is the zygote. After that, it will be goes into this blastula, gastrula, then organogenesis. Organogenesis. நமக்கு கண்ணு, காது, மூக்கு, வாய் இதெல்லாம் டெவலப் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது ஆர்கனோஜெனசிஸ். So in this way that sexual reproductions are taking place, right? That particular sexual reproductions are again divided into two. One is external fertilization, another one is internal fertilization. External fertilization, internal fertilization. External fertilization and internal fertilization. What does mean external fertilization and internal fertilization? Is that but outside of the body. The fertilization which is occurs in outside of the body, that is known as external fertilization. Internal fertilization, the fertilization which is occur in inside of the body. இது எங்க உங்களுக்கு எங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, if you are taking this frog, if you are taking like frog inside it is a aquatic, it is a amphibian organisms. If you are taking this male and female, the male frog it will be poured into this inside of the water, it's a gametes. And also that the female, it will be lays the egg inside the water. So both the gametes are present in water and the fusion together, the fertilizations are occur. So that it's a laying the eggs. So the fertilization which is occur in this, the fertilization which is occur in this external of the body, that means outside of the body, that is known as external fertilization. எங்கயாவது வந்து ஒரு frog வந்து நான் வந்து பிரெக்னன்சியா இருக்கிறேன், அது வந்து எனக்கு குட்டி போடுது அப்படிலாம் ஒண்ணும் கிடையாது. So that's why it is outside of the body, only the lays the egg. If you are taking like what is that, a hen, ஒரு கோழி எடுத்துக்கிட்டானா கூட அது கூட it will be lays the egg. So that's why the fertilization which is occur outside of the body, that is known as external fertilization. If you are taking this internal fertilization, the embryonic developments are taking place inside of the body. If you are taking human beings, the embryonic developments are taking place. Already you know that what is that fusion of male and female gametes, haploid and diploid, like a zygote will be developed. இப்போ நம்ம வந்து if you are taking like 10 months of the child, so நம்ம embryonic development of human beings பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, if you are like a 10 months 280 days, இந்த 280 daysல uterusல வந்து டெவலப் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். The uterus, it is a placental connection for that child as well as the parent, so that's why the deep external fertilization and the internal fertilization. The external fertilization is nothing but the fertilization which is occur outside of the body. Internal fertilization, the fertilization which is occur in this inside of the body. So at the basis upon this, that the fertilization, that animals can be classified into 3 categories. One is oviparous animal. Another one is viviparous animal. Ovoviviparous animal. Ovoviviparous animal. Oviparous animal. Which animal lays the egg? That animals is called as oviparous animals. எதெல்லாம் முட்டை போடுதோ அதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா oviparous animals. Which animal lays an egg? That animals called as oviparous animal. Viviparous animals. Which animals gives this young one? Which animals gives the young one? எதெல்லாம் குட்டி போடுதோ that animals called as viviparous animal. Ovoviviparous. It is one type of viviparous animal, but there is no placental connection. The embryonic developments are taking place inside of the body, but there is no connection between this child as well as parent. If you are taking this human beings, குழந்தை பிறக்கும்போது பாருங்க placental connection, தொப்புள் கொடி அறுத்து எடுக்கிறாங்க, ரைட்டா? தொப்புள் கொடி அறுத்து எடுக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது it is a placental connection. அந்த மாதிரி some of the animals, if you are taking the sharkல வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ovoviviparous animals, அந்த அனிமல்ஸ்ல வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா all the developments are taking place inside of the body. But there is no placental connection. Because the placental connection, what is the uses of the placental connection? எதுக்காக அம்மாவுக்கும் அந்த குழந்தைக்கும் அதாவது அம்மாவுக்கு வந்து என்ன தொடர்பு இருக்குது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, that will be nutritious substances as well as oxygen consumption, all this transformed from the parents to the child only through the placenta, right? தொப்புள் கொடி உறவுன்றது என்ன சொல்றப்போ அந்த அம்மால இருந்து எல்லா விதமான நியூட்ரியன்ஸும் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த குழந்தைக்கு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் ஆகிறதுக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த பிளசன்டல் கனெக்ஷன் தேவைப்படுது அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். அப்போ இங்க என்ன ஆகும், இந்த ஓவிபாரஸ்ல வந்து என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, லைக் தட் இட் இஸ் தட் egg will be consist of, the yolk material will be consist of a nutritious substances. It will be providing for this all this energetic substances to this particular young ones, so that ovoviviparous is the lays the egg. Viviparous, it gives the young ones. Ovoviviparous, it is one type of, it is the resemblance that of the viviparous, but it is that is there is no connecting, there is no connecting between this parents and the offspring, there is no placental connection, that is based upon this fertilization, it will be divided into 3 categories, right? So we shall see next class like parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis, it is one type of an fertilization process, but it is without fertilization the animals can be developed. How? So that we have to discuss in the next class.